Kochria movie summary in English. Let's begin. Rana, who hails from the kingdom of Kottaypattinam, leaves his family, despite his twin brother Sena pleading with him not to do so. The boy soon meets with an accident while rowing in the river and is eventually discovered by some fishermen from the neighboring kingdom of Kalingapuri, a rival of Kottaypattinam. Rana grows up, he trains in weaponry, and becomes a fearless warrior. Due to his fighting skills and bravery, he soon wins the confidence of the king of Kalingapuri, Raja Mahandran, who promotes him as commander-in-chief of the Kalingapuri army. The son of Raja Mahandran, Veera Mahandran shows Rana around the kingdom's mine where the captured soldiers of Kottaypattinam work as slaves. Veera says that this information is known only to a few people. After this, Rana promotes a war strategy to Veera that they release the slaves and have them trained in the army of Kalingapuri. Veera agrees and the slaves are freed. He then gets Raja Mahandran's approval to attack Kottaypattinam. However, during the war, Rana encounters his childhood friend, Crown Prince Sengodgan, the son of Rishikodgan, king of Kottaypattinam. Instead of fighting, it is revealed that the main motive of Rana's plan was to free the soldiers of Kottaypattinam. Immediately signaling an end to the war, he, along with the soldiers, disown Kalingapuri and return to Kottaypattinam, much to the disgust of Raja Mahandran and his son, Crown Prince Veera Mahandran, who swear revenge on Rana for tricking them and betraying Kalingapuri. At Kottaypattinam, Rana and Sengodgan renew their friendship. Sengodgan introduces Rana to Rishikodgan, who is alarmed about seeing him. Rana also reunites with his younger sister Yamuna Devi, whom he last saw as a baby, and their uncle, who raised her, but soon learns that his mother Yagvi is dead and Sena is missing. He soon learns that Yamuna and Sengodgan are in love with each other. He accepts their relationship and decides to get them married. He cleverly convinces Rishikodgan, who is unwilling to get his son married to Yamuna since she is a commoner. Meanwhile, Rana also rekindles his love with his childhood sweetheart, Princess Vadhana Devi, the daughter of Rishikodgan. Soon, Sengodgan and Yamuna get married. But following the wedding, Rishikodgan disowns Sengodgan. That night, a masked man barges into the palace and attempts to kill Rishikodgan. Vadhana immediately goes after him, fights him, and gets him captured. Rishikodgan unmasks the assassin, who is revealed to be Rana, and immediately throws him into prison, sentencing him to death. An upset Vadhana rushes to the cell where Rana is imprisoned, where Rana tells her why he attempted to kill Rishikodgan. Rana tells Vadhana that he is the younger son of Kochria, the former commander-in-chief of Kottaypattinam's army. Kochria is extremely respected in Kottaypattinam for his bravery and is more popular than Rishikodgan himself. Due to this, Rishikodgan becomes jealous of Kochria. One night, when Kochria is returning by ship to Kottaypattinam with his army after buying horses and ammunition, they are attacked by the rival army of Kalingapuri. Kochria defeats them but allows them to return to their kingdom as an act of chivalry. However, the Kalingapuri army, before leaving, poisons the food on the ship. The Kottaypattinam army men consume this food and fall ill. Despite knowing that he had been tricked by the Kalingapuri army, Kochria immediately rushes to Kalingapuri itself, because it is the only land body close enough to provide medicines to the sick and dying soldiers. He orders Raja Mahandran to provide medical assistance to his soldiers. Raja Mahandran, in turn, cunningly proposes a deal that, if he wants his men to be saved, he has to leave all the horses, ammunition, and the sick army men in Kalingapuri as slaves. Only if Kochria agrees to this, his soldiers will be nursed back to health. Kochria thinks that his men rather be alive as slaves than die from poisoning, and also thinks that when they officially wage a war in the near future, all of them could be easily rescued. So he accepts Raja Mahandran's offer and leaves Kalingapuri all alone. When he returns to Kottaipattinam, the jealous Rishikodgan seizes this opportunity to strip Kochariya of all respect and dignity and sentences him to death for becoming a traitor to Kottaipattinam because of surrendering his army men, horses, and ammunition to Kalingapuri. Though all his subjects are dismayed at Kochariya being sentenced to death, and his wife Yagvi even goes to the extent of publicly rebuking Rishikodgan for his injustice, Rishikodgan stands firm in his decision. Kochariya is beheaded the following morning before Rana's eyes. In present, Rana tells Vadhana that he ran away to Kalingapuri with the intention of freeing the soldiers of Kottaipattinam and to take revenge on Rishikodgan for unjustly killing his father. Vadhana is shocked on hearing about her father's actions and reconciles with Rana. She then pleads with her father to release Rana, but to no avail. Meanwhile, Rana escapes from the prison. When Rishikodgan learns of Rana's escape, he immediately arranges for Vadhana's marriage with Prince Veera Mahandran after consulting with an astrologer and learning that his life is at Rana's mercy. Despite the enmity between Kottaipattinam and Kalingapuri, he arranges this marriage with the hope that their united armies and their mutual hatred for Rana can subdue him. On the day of the marriage, Rana arrives just when the marriage is about to take place. He and the people of Kottaipattinam berate Rishikodgan for becoming a traitor and surrendering the whole kingdom of Kottaipattinam to Raja Mahandran for his own personal interests and commitments, which was the same charge that Rishikodgan had placed on Kochariya years ago. Following this, a war starts between Rana and the united armies of Kottaipattinam and Kalingapuri. Rana successfully manages to subdue the armies of both kingdoms and along with a majority of Kottaipattinam's army, he kills Raja Mahandran and allows Veera Mahandran to return as he was defeated, reminding him of their friendship. He then fights Rishikodgan and beheads him. Finally, as Rana and Vadhana reunite, a young soldier comes towards them riding a horse. This soldier is revealed to be Sena, who is angry as their father had asked him to protect the king but Rana had killed him, indicating that a fight awaits.